This is a cutaway of your rocket engine canister. This is where your compound is going to be packed in, and also with the flame in being on the top. This is going to contain all your compound fuel and your parachute deployment charge. You're going to need something solid to keep all that shit in there, so the best thing to use is hot glue. It's what I use at the bottom to actually make a stopper. It also acts as a piston for the parachute deployment charge. Polygrow and shit. I am not a professional, and chances are neither are you. Now, when it comes down to black powder or the smokeless powder, I'm not telling you to put this into your rocket or to make a rocket with this shit in it. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying what I do. Now, with this, if you're going to use this, it takes a very small amount. Okay, maybe like a quarter of a thimble. If you don't know what a thimble is, go ask your hippie parents; they'll tell you. So anyway, yeah, about a quarter of a thimble. And whenever you pack this in, you need to be very, very, very careful. It can explode. And I'm telling you, if you do not know how to use this, do not use it. And I am not saying I'm a professional telling you to use it. Okay, then head off to your friendly neighborhood hardware store and get the dowel that fits the perfect size of your diameter. Tell the clerk, fuck you, I don't need any help. I got my dowel, I'm out the door. Now get to tapping. You're going to do this for several layers until it is full. So tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
Now that the parachute deployment charge has been packed, next is the fuel. And this is going to be a mixture of potassium nitrate, or KNO3, and sugar. So the mixture is going to be 65 to 35. So 65 is going to be your potassium nitrate, 35 is going to be your sugar. So the oxidizer to fuel ratio is 65 to 35. Okay, now that shit's done, all you have to do is mix and repeat. So, several layers and tap them, and then from there, drill right through the center of it, and that's your nozzle. And yeah. Okay, now we're going to go up with our emblem. So, first is going to be a lightning bolt, as you see here, which just basically means the power of the engine. Then we're going to go to a good marine title with the prong of the trident. I'm going to put that there. And after that, we're going to clean it up. And then we're going to add a jackass, because I've been told I am a jackass, and I'm kind of leaned into it. Also, when I was in Iraq, I know we had this free energy drink called Rip It. And if you looked on the back, it had a little jackass kicking. So I was always partial to that. And not to mention, it said on the back that it was an advisory that you can only have 2 of those a day. And those that have had them know that they only came in 2 flavors, but they only came in 1 flavor of fire. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Okay, the lightning bolt is set, and now we have the prong of the trident set to we want, and had all the excess bolt cleared. And let's move the jackass over to where he belongs, and now we have to come up with a catchy name. So I've always gone with Hellfire because of the alcohol that was mixed in the compound, so we're gonna go with Hellfire. And I chose a nice Frigidaire type of font, and there it is. Done. All right, now we have our logo. We're going to get that shit. We're going to stamp it on our rocket engine. Boom, done. And the next is going to be our adapter, or you could call it a sable, I guess. I don't know, but the rocket is smaller than the diameter of the tube of the rocket fuselage, body, whatever you want to call it. So we had to make it nice and tight. So what we did is we 3D printed a 2 rings that go from 29 millimeters to 42 millimeters to fit the diameter of the rocket. So with that being said, I do not believe in silver metals, so I did not know how long a millimeter was, so I had to go look it up. So yeah. So yeah, we're all making sacrifices here. All right, now that the engine is completely built and now inserted into the tube, it is now time to build the rocket. So when it comes to the first thing you want to do is do your wadding. That acts as a piston to push the chute out of the tube once the chute deployment charge has been detonated. Shoots it out. Hopefully the air will catch the chute. And if you look above that, there's a ring. And the nose cone is connected to the ring, and it becomes kind of a fulcrum for the chute risers and the nose cone. And as you can see, that is a rubber band. So that rubber band is connected to the body of the rocket and to the chute by a ring, and then to the nose cone as well. And if you look, the nose cone has a air tag in it. So this one's going to be going pretty far, so we're going to need that air tag. So yeah, here is the here's the rocket fully erected.
Boing, 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 boing.
Initially, ain't gonna stop.